Basketball, you know I'm happy to be back, ready to give you the information you need, guaranteed to succeed in the gym every day for the game that you love to play. Basketball, you know what to do. Go ahead and like it, comment on it, subscribe to it, or even just let somebody know that we are giving out basketball information that will provide them some skills and some IQ to the game. All right. And speaking of the game, you know what? Basketball, I love this game because one thing is for certain: hard work pays off. And I'm here to tell you that someone that I personally worked with was able to make it to the NBA. So my question to you is all the work worth it? Is all the time invested? Is the crying, the yelling, the frustration, the pain, and the pleasure, the moments, the memories worth it? Is it worth it? I think it is. And for this young man, it definitely was. Julian Strawther, go ahead and take your seat at basketball royalty, as you are now considered one of the top players in the world. Now, this is tough to say or think about when you have only seen it and never actually have had the opportunity to be in the situation. But I am sure some of us have reenacted our favorite moments in sports and in the game of basketball. I bring you this episode because of that player that I coached a while back. And I want you to understand that he has been hardworking and a humble player for some time now. But as he started to blossom, all the rewarding things happened to him as it should have in the world of sports. And with that being able to be on a national television and with millions watching in the last seconds of some games, I think that everything this kid has been through has definitely paid off. So my question to you is, are you ready and are you prepared for the moment? Well, what can prepare you for the moment? First thing is mental toughness. People who are mentally tough are able to maintain focus and composure under pressure. They're able to stay calm, think clearly, and make rational decisions even when they are feeling stressed or anxious. Julian was able to overcome a lot of obstacles in his life and also was able to knock down a lot of pressure shots and pressure moments through his amazing career in basketball, whether it had been AAU, high school, and as you can see here, in even college. Mental toughness is a critical trait for athletes who want to perform their best in high-pressure situations. They may experience a variety of emotions, but they just need to focus on the task at hand. And athletes who are mentally tough are able to manage their emotions and stay focused on their goals, even in the face of adversity. There are several strategies that athletes can use to develop their mental toughness. One important technique is visualization. In Julian's mind, he was the best player in the world. And when your mindset is focused on that goal of being the best player in the world, you may not end up being the best, but now we can guarantee that he is one of the best in this class of 60 players that got drafted. Another important strategy for developing mental toughness is self-talk. And one thing that he was good at was self-talk, because as you go on to college or you go through a process of trying to be a professional, it can be a very lonely place in regards to the work, the preparation, and the development of your mind, of finding out who you are as a character in the game of basketball, as well as who you're going to be as you continue your professional development. Overall, mental toughness is a critical trait that you will need in order to succeed going into the next thing that I want to talk about, and that's preparation. People who are successful in high pressure situations often prepare thoroughly in advance. They know what they need to do, and they have a clear plan on how to do it. And there was nothing clearer than what he wanted in his life. A favorite line of his is, "I just want to hoop." He didn't care about anything else that was going on. He didn't let the majority of things on the outside affect him inside on the court. And the biggest thing here was the preparation was not only through the physical training, but also mentally. And that mental preparation is also critical for success in high pressure situations. And with a clear plan and strategy, he was able to overcome certain scenarios that most people would not be able to perform in. Another thing that helped with overall preparation is experience. Continuously doing it over and over again, and also learning from past experiences to know what works and what doesn't. Experience plays a major role, especially when you are changing level to level. And from high school to college, Julian was someone who had to take a back seat and kind of watch others who had prepared for the moment ahead of him, which gave him the understanding of what it took to make it. As he was really close with a friend of his on the basketball team when he went to college, who he seen get drafted the next year due to similar success that he has the year after. It's an amazing thing to get information from someone who's already at that level and it be provided to them early before they have the opportunity to make it. Adversity was not anything that he had to deal with because he was able to understand that adversity was a lesson. Julian is one of those players that will do everything needed for his team to win games. His leadership and his ability to understand how to motivate not only himself but his teammates around him gave him more success because of this one thing. And this one thing is called a positive mindset. People who approach pressure moments with a positive mindset are often more successful because they see the challenge as an opportunity to grow and learn rather than something to be feared. And that's one thing you have to know, that it's always going to work in your favor if you have a positive mindset. Julian continued to smile, continued to show emotion, but in a positive way. This was contagious to his team and the fans and community that he was surrounded by. And speaking of that, that is the last thing I want to talk about, and that is your support network or your support system. He went from a community that really took care of him in high school to an amazing fan base who loved every moment of his antics and his celebrations in game, and then not to mention the most important support system of all, his family. His father, his sisters only gave him positive feedback over and over, and I very rarely seen them give him negative talk. And for that, I appreciate experiencing and seeing all of that through this journey that this young man took. This message is to Julian. You woke up each and every day with no uncertainty of what the goal was going to be. You devoted your passion, you devoted your heart, you devoted your time, and you devoted your mind. You got this, and don't let anybody take away your joy. This is your moment. This is what you were destined for. It has already been written. Julian, you will do well, and we will be supporting you near and far. We appreciate you, and I do enjoy all the time that we were able to put together and put you through, all the workouts and all the fun. Enjoy the journey, and I hope you become a better player each and every day along the way. Basketball U, I told you, hard work does pay off. But remember, someone's always working. Are you?